Welcome to Live from Dennis's House. Today, we're going to be reviewing The Wall by Pink Floyd. And my special guests are the great acoustic duo, Strumberry Pie.
Hello!
Say hello.
Hi, guys.
So, wow, I got to lower this already.
Never lower the wall.
It's never too
Come
loud.
on.
Never too loud.
So, before we get into The Wall and all this stuff, I want to just talk about a couple things here that YouTube and Facebook are screwing around once again, and they're pulling shenanigans.
Uh-oh.
So they're making it hard if you have a page or anything like that to get your stuff out there. So I'm one step ahead of them. So I can't say what I'm going to do here, but I'm one step ahead of them. So make sure you all, anyone watching this, tell all your friends to like my Facebook page, Live from Dennis's House. You can friend me personally if you want to, and subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. I'll put all that information up there. And exciting news, we've been nominated for a Daytime Emmy Award for this year too.
Shut up.
That we're up against The Chew and Queen Latifah and reruns of Davy and Goliath.
Shut up!
So,
Oh, cheers, man.
Wow! That's awesome!
remember, one thing you should know, you should take everything I say with a grain of salt. It might not be true. It might be true,
It's
but it might not
awesome
be
anyway.
true.
Yeah, sorry, I don't fact check. Why would I
In
do
my own
that?
head,
Sorry.
maybe that happened. I don't know.
Nobody fact checks anyway, Dennis. It's okay.
So as far
Exactly.
as I'm
That's what I
concerned,
said, yeah. I didn't. You guys were getting too excited. I couldn't keep the charade going.
That's too funny.
No more shenanigans.
So, all right. So now let's meet Strumberry Pie before we get into Pink Floyd The Wall. Now, so we have Laura and Dee Dee. So, tell us about yourselves.
Well,
So,
where to begin?
From what see, all right. Let me lower the wall for a second while we meet you girls here.
Oh my God. By the way,
So-
can I just say, looking at your turntable, like I remember you like the little pin that you used to lift.
Yes,
Put
and
a penny on
the
it.
popping and the hissing.
Awesome.
That's
All right.
awesome.
Crackly sound.
So, all right, we might as well get into this right now too, while we're here, because this is part of the tradition. Is you have to smell the album.
Really?
Because this is the really takes you back. Open it up inside the
Nice.
fold there.
Does it smell like weed?
Some of them do,
It
absolutely.
should. The wall definitely should.
Give some of
Like
that.
in here,
It
it's
smells
the
like
best.
basement.
Yes,
You
it
know?
smells
Basement?
like mildew
No, it
and
smells
mold.
like basement, like where you would take your albums to go
Exactly.
play, to get away from your parents.
Right.
Oh,
Totally smells like basement.
See, isn't that good?
man.
See, and they both
It
smell
is
different
good,
too. Check
actually.
this one out. It's a little
Oh,
different.
You know what? Even the sleeves.
Oh
are
no, that
different.
one smells like smoke.
Oh, okay. One of them did.
Something was in a
saying
fire.
that. Yeah, no, in the smoker's house. Yeah,
It was saved in a fire.
because I actually just got a whole bunch of albums from someone
one
else. So
smells really good, actually.
one of these was
Bottle
in it.
that. You need to bottle that smell.
I was thinking of that. You know, like have new car
Seriously.
smell. I was thinking
Yeah,
about
man.
getting old record
Vinyl
smell.
man.
This is ode to basement. Yeah, definitely. It's very good.
Yeah. So all right. So
Thank you.
let's talk to you guys now. Again, we didn't get very
Sorry.
far, but Strumberry Pie, you're a great acoustic duo. You play around the Jersey Shore, and you guys are from Jersey, or I understand you are from Puerto Rico, Dee Dee.
See.
Is that true?
Yes, I was born there, but I'm a Jersey girl because I was raised around Fort Monmouth for a long time.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is, this
You
is
have
my half home.
you have ID to prove that you are a
It's
citizen now?
expired. It was expired when I was 16, but I still have it.
Listen,
still have it.
I tell her I'm her attorney. Don't talk to anybody when they ask you. This is not an official immigration checkpoint. You don't have
Excuse me.
to. You don't have to answer any
I
questions.
was born a citizen, so I'm good.
Okay.
right.
I don't need no stinking
I don't need
badges.
no
That's what you
green
say.
card, I don't need
Hell
no
no.
friggin' nothing.
That's right.
And I speak English
There
you speak
go.
it English very well.
very well.
Yes.
Yeah. So so you guys you just performed a song off of the wall here that you guys sing like angels. It was beautiful.
thank you.
You even nailed the guitar solo in it.
Yeah,
Kind
baby.
of. I kind of nailed it.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, it was
That was
nailing it.
awesome.
Since I don't solo
That's
ever.
the best you ever did it.
It is.
Absolutely.
Well, the best I ever did it in front of other
Live.
people.
Yeah. Not when we're goofing around. It's
When I'm doing it alone, it's like psh, piece of cake.
Yeah, it's a lot easier when you're
Piece
sitting
of
in your room, right?
Piece
You
of
know?
cake.
See, and that's what happens on American Idol. All these people are sitting in their rooms
Oh,
singing along with the
yeah.
record, and they're, oh, this is so easy.
What's the
I could do
problem?
this. And then they get up in front
Simon's
without
like, go ahead, entertain me. And they're like,
an a cappella with no music, right?
Yeah,
and
exactly.
that's why they
It's
collapse.
crazy.
So,
I would.
Yeah.
Nah, I wouldn't.
Yeah, you would. You would make Simon cry.
Because I'd hurt him.
Yes, you
Probably. I'd smack him. But that's okay.
It's now, you guys are the first guests of 2015 here. So
Happy New Year!
yes, Happy
Nice.
New Year. You guys, anything great or exciting happen in 2014? Did you guys, well, I guess you didn't get arrested or nothing.
No.
So that must have been a
No.
good year.
Never
Did-
arrested.
Yeah. Well,
We actually recorded
we
our
can't get-
first and only original.
And we
Oh,
did
yeah?
Record,
yeah.
not only original, but our first
Our first-
recording.
and we did our first originals show.
That's
oh,
right.
wow. You guys got any resolutions for 2015?
No way.
You're not jumping on the bandwagon
Hell
and
no.
everybody
I know.
going to the gym and saying they're going to have
Oh.
world peace and everything's going to be better and all
No.
this. It's the same crap's going to
Same-
happen. You're going to be the
same
same
thing.
person that
Yeah.
you were last year.
I tried to be a good
Different
person
day.
last year. Why? I mean, I'm not.
Right.
I'm trying.
You should always be a good person. You
Right,
shouldn't just
Exactly.
say,
It shouldn't have to
oh,
be for New Year.
January I'm going to be a good person.
Right, but we have goals. We always have goals for,
Yeah,
for
recording
pie.
and writing
That's true.
and things like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're gonna try to do more writing, more recording this year.
It'd be
Just
nice
do
to have
more
the
originals.
EP ready this year. We might do that.
That would be nice.
That would be nice.
Well, you know what?
There it is. It's a resolution.
What my resolution is? My resolution is that I vow never to watch that stupid reality show, Jenny Loves Donnie.
Me
Did
neither.
you see
Me
that
too.
commercial?
Me too. That's my resolution. I can
It's
totally
Jenny
stick to that.
McCarthy and
No.
Donnie Wahlberg,
Oh,
and they
shut
have
up.
these sickening commercials about how much they love each other and all this
Are
stuff.
they a couple?
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why?
And then that makes me think now.
Donnie could do so much better.
Well, I disagree with that now.
Really?
How does he come off thinking he's a badass? He was in a boy band and New Kids on the Block, and all of a sudden he's a gangster now?
No.
You can't be in a boy band and a gangster. You got to pick one. It
I
doesn't
think
work
of
that way.
him as an actor.
Not
He
Marky Mark, though. We're
No,
talking about his brother
Donnie
Donnie.
was in Band of Brothers, and he was awesome in it. Did
Really?
you ever see that Band of Brothers
No.
series? Oh, so good. He was phenomenal, and he was that cameo appearance in that Bruce Willis I See Dead People movie.
Oh.
Yeah, Sixth Sense. or
Yeah, I
something?
mean, he was a dead guy. He was a ghost. He just showed up. But, you know, I remember he was like, he had dropped off the face of the planet for like 20 years or whatever the hell it was. And everybody was like, oh my God, that's Donnie Wahlberg. The ghost is Donnie Wahlberg. You know, he should just, I totally commend people who can like pop up again and just reinvent
But
themselves.
you know what? Reality, I'm sorry. Reality
I don't do
show,
any of
that's
that.
embarrassing.
No, it's always embarrassing.
Well, unless it's Mob Wives, of course.
Oh, God. Yeah, because
I
that's
can't.
No, that's quality entertainment there. And that makes me think now that I do have another resolution that I'm going to come up with. That I'm going to let things go.
Believe that. Yes, that's a good idea.
And you know why? This
Why?
because it was before Christmas that I was going to the bank, right? And there was an old guy in a car parked over the white line.
We're listening. We're listening. This is what we do.
So I pulled in, right?
Yeah, parking lot rage?
I pulled in and I didn't say nothing at first. I did the limbo out of the car and all this stuff. I went in the bank. I came out. He's still sitting there. So I said, all right, I'm not doing it anymore. So I slammed my car purposely into his mirror, even though I could have gotten in. So I slammed it purposely, and he starts yelling at me. And I let it go. I got my car.
Oh, you let that go after
And
slamming
then,
into
but
his car.
then he comes out and he starts yelling at me and all this stuff. And I was like, oh, what am I going to do? Am I going to fight this old guy
Don't fight the
before
old guy.
Christmas? Exactly. So I just said, you know, you parked over the line. He goes, oh, all right, that's right, but you should still have respect. And I was like, all right.
This
That's
young man,
right, he's
who's
right.
a snapper.
So he's right, but I should have let it go. I shouldn't have hit his car.
That's
and I
correct.
should
If
have
you
just
had a
got in and
problem.
minded my business.
Yeah, did your car
That's
get a
right.
scratch from that?
No. But it could have turned into tragedy. Just think
Yeah.
what happened.
Yeah.
That he could have pulled out a gun and shot me, or I could have punched
Yes.
him, he could have fell and
Yes.
died,
Yes.
and I would have
Yes.
been spending Christmas
Yes.
in prison.
Yeah, we don't
Exactly.
want
Once
Don't do
again,
it. Let it go.
another Christmas in jail.
That's an album. Christmas in Jail. Let's make that
another
album.
Christmas.
Another That's the sequel.
Christmas in jail.
That's the sequel.
There you go. So you guys were saying before that you're not a couple, but
No.
you pretend to be one on stage.
No,
No, we don't
we have
pretend to be.
genuine
We just love
affection for
other.
each other, but people interpret it, maybe. However,
what?
like
Let
you
them-
see what you want to
They
see.
can think what they need to think if it makes the show fun for them to watch.
Exactly. So talk about what you were talking about before. Well, how you gaze at her while she's
We
playing.
give each
That
other
was funny.
googly eyes,
Because
right?
Dee Dee, like when she sings,
And when she sings in Spanish,
Oh my God!
when she,
Oh, she sings in Spanish too.
I sing
Yeah.
Spanish. She doesn't know what
I
she's
don't know what I'm
saying.
saying.
It's even hotter.
I just blah, blah, blah,
so
blah, blah,
I
blah,
know what
blah.
I'm saying, but I'm watching her and I get distracted and I forget my words because I'm like, oh my God, Laura's singing.
Yeah,
Spanish
she
so
gets
hot.
the googly eyes, and then I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm
baby.
like, mommy, hi, mommy.
I'm
Yeah,
mommy.
yeah.
That's
And
right.
people notice that, and they're like, "Oh, are you too?" And we're like, "Whatever you want.
Whatever you want.
Yeah.
What?
Whatever you think is fine with us. We don't care."
This
We
is
don't
not the
care.
Lilith fair, you know.
No.
We
No.
can have our own Lilith fair.
I
We
used
don't
to go to
care.
the little.
You know what? And then some people think we're sisters because we look
Yeah,
alike.
we look so much
We look
alike.
so much
do.
alike.
Because we have brown hair.
God, both have dark hair. That's
it.
very
Oh,
rare,
yeah.
you know.
Apparently, that's all it takes.
That's true because Nina Brunette isn't like a.
Oh, it's like
Rare
a
species.
recessive,
Yeah.
you know, gene of some sort. But yeah, but when she sings and plays certain things, I get really like, I get
Me
lost
too.
in her. I mean, this is why we got together and sang together to begin with, because when I saw Dee Dee singing, I was like,
Oh, when I saw Laura singing, I'm like, yeah.
loved her.
How did you guys? How did you meet? Did
Oh,
you
yeah.
across the room?
I feel like I'm always waiting for that
On
question.
stage, we on stage. Oh my God.
I'm always waiting for that
That's
question. Oh, I was there every week, and Dee Dee shows up one night.
And I went on after you, which I thought I was gonna die.
What?
Because you did Pat Benatar, and I was like,
all
oh,
I
I
ever
have
did
to
was
follow
Pat
her?
It's like following Jimi Hendrix or something, right? You don't want to do that.
Yeah, just like following Jimi Hendrix. That's what I'm like. And
That's what it felt like
You actually
to me.
burnt the guitar off
That's
before
what
you
it
left,
felt like
right?
to me. I was like, oh my God.
the crowd was on fire.
It was good, man.
Anyway, and then she gets up, she sings Lita Ford.
Oh, nice. Kiss Me Deadly?
Yeah,
Yes!
baby.
Ooh.
And it was like, she killed it.
Nice.
Killed it. And I was like,
She
ooh.
fell in love with
Ooh, I did. I fell in
She
love
came
with
up
her on
and hugged
stage.
me, and I was like,
On stage, I fell in
hey,
love with
this
her.
chick digs me. Yeah.
I did dig her. So week after week, we made, we're friends. We're singing different songs. Now, Dee Dee is a metalhead. This is a little known fact.
Wow.
Not little known to the people who know her, but she's
Yeah,
a true
I am.
metalhead. So pretty much every week she sang something metal. Like there was Danzig. What was on the list?
The Trooper.
She would sing the
I
Trooper.
did that. I did Dio. I did Rainbow in the
Dio.
Dark.
Wow.
Yeah, baby.
They
something.
even brought in stuff that wasn't on the list for you sometimes.
Oh, War Pigs we did.
War Pigs.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's
No,
something.
she's true metal goddess.
Wow.
And she can sing it and do it justice. Like,
Nice.
really, really good. So I was, who wouldn't be smitten with that? So, and I start to see Dee Dee, like pictures of Dee Dee on Facebook with a guitar at open mic. I'm like, well, what the fuck is this? What, she plays guitar?
How long did you
She's
think you could
singing-
keep that from
I
her?
know. Like, she can play guitar and sing, like, at an open mic. I'm like, I want to play guitar and sing at open mic. But I could not, but alas, I could not play guitar.
You could. You just didn't want to.
I could not. I could
Oh,
play,
yeah.
like,
She could
3
play. She was
chords.
full of crap. When we
No.
rehearsed the first time, she knew what she was doing.
I did not!
Yeah.
I was clueless.
Yeah.
Have some more
Sorry.
coffee?
Yeah.
Have a little more coffee.
All right, so I got to interrupt you now. That this is one of my favorite guitar solos of all time.
Yeah, oh my
He
God.
is one of my favorite guitar players, David Gilmour.
Yes.
He's amazing.
Yep.
Let's talk a little about this album before we have to go here.
Oh, that's right.
That I read that this song was the last time they were ever able to work together, Roger Waters and David Gilmour.
Is that right?
That they were ever
This
able
song?
to collaborate good,
Yeah.
in the studio, because
They had a bad
this
falling
was
out.
mostly a Roger Waters project, you know,
Yeah.
about he wrote this, actually, the whole concept of this album when he was on the 77 tour.
Okay.
And like people weren't listening, they were talking in the audience, and he got so incensed
pissed off.
that he said, I wish I could build a wall and I don't have to look at any of these idiots, you know. And it's just
There
like
you
he
go.
got increasingly crazy about it. So like there's a whole concept album, and it's about like a guy. Did you ever see the movie, actually?
Oh, did I ever see the movie? Did I ever see the movie?
At the midnight movie?
Midnight movies at the Rockaway Town Square Mall Theater
Oh my.
every Friday night. It was either Friday or Saturday because they had Rocky Horror Picture Show
Yeah,
one night,
yeah,
and then they
yeah.
had The Wall the next night. And me and my best friend Sue Frank would go every Friday and Saturday night to Rocky Horror and The Wall.
Mhm.
every Friday and
So
Saturday.
recap the concept for us here. It was
Okay.
about a guy named Pink,
That's right.
played by Bob Geldof.
That's right, which is awesome. He's phenomenal.
Yeah.
So it takes place. He's a World War II baby. So
Right,
his
his
father goes
father
off to
died,
war
right,
and
yeah.
dies at war. His mother's overprotective,
Yes.
hence
The song
the song
Mother.
Mother. And so he grows up with an overprotective mother who loves him, of course, but as all mothers do,
Suffocates
him.
suffocates him. He grows up to be a musician. He falls in love. He gets married. His wife cheats on him. There's the whole that scene. I love the scene when he's called with the phone. Doot doot.
Yeah.
Doot doot, that British doot doot telephone thing, right? Hello, this is from the United States calling. Are we getting through? It's on there, right?
Yes.
Exactly.
So,
it's a
and
man. He keeps hanging
It's
up.
a man answering, and he's like, "What?" Oh, sorry. And you can see him. He's just like withdrawing further and further into himself. And every single thing is a brick in the wall.
Metaphorical wall, if you will.
And the pressures of being this international rock star, which they really are, and drugs, of course. Hello, is there anybody in there? I love that whole scene in the movie.
Yeah.
And then eventually the breaking down of the wall at the end, which is awesome. Although, if I recall, when I was young watching it, by then I was like,
Passed out, yeah.
the end of the movie is always like,
Yeah, 12 o'clock, it seems
happening?
great, yeah.
Well,
but
there was a
then
little
2 o'clock, yeah.
festivities
yeah,
that happened
exactly.
earlier, too.
That's what I'm saying. You're all
Yeah.
hopped up going in there and then
Yeah, we're like-
sound asleep by 1
And then
o'clock.
by the end, I'm like, I don't know what's going on anymore.
So in this song, Comfortably
So
Numb, like I say, I love that song so
Yes.
much. And it has such a feel to it. It's just like, if you don't know what drugs are like, listen to that
This is
song.
it.
That explains what drugs
Yep.
are right there.
Yep.
So our time is up. So
Oh my God.
see, that's what everybody says. Before you know it, bam. See, and you guys were saying, "Oh, I'm not going to say anything for the show," and I
Well,
couldn't
Not
shut
me.
you
I
up.
never said that.
Not
I
that
never
this is
say
going to
anything.
get you an Emmy, this one.
Yes, there you
Yeah.
go. Forget the daytime Emmy. I want a regular Emmy for this one. I'm going against what's a good show that's on? Walking Dead.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys got any upcoming gigs or anything that you
do.
want to talk about?
We do. We have actually, we have a spot at the Light of Day
Oh, that's
stuff that's going on.
Okay.
So we're going to be with Sandy Mack at his Wonder Jam at the Wonder Bar on the 15th. January
He's supposed to be
15th.
coming on soon too.
Oh, he's
Talk to him
we
while he's
love
there.
Sandy.
You're
It
gonna
should be
have fun
fun.
with him.
He's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
It's fun.
And, yeah, he has the Wonder Jam, so that's the 15th at like 7 o'clock, I think
7-ish, yeah.
starts. We'll be on around 9:15.
15th?
Yes.
What day is that?
Thursday.
Oh, it's a Thursday.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Friday we're going to be like opening the open mic.
We're just doing one
We're
song,
just doing
though,
one
so-
song, but that doesn't mean
Yeah.
don't go.
Still
'cause it's
good.
gonna be
Exactly.
cool.
Awesome.
So that's the Rob Dye Cook Smith open mic at the Wonder Bar.
Friday, 16th.
Then we will have a show at the Wine Loft on the 23rd. The
Wow.
Wine
Pier
Loft
Village.
in Long Branch Pier Village.
Okay.
And then on the 31st
Yes.
at Sawa Pier Village.
Oh,
So
cool.
that's January.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
Very.
Sushi and
It's going
pie.
to be a very busy month.
Sushi and
Oh,
pie.
yeah.
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 Before you know
Sake
it.
pie.
Before you know it, spring will be here.
I know.
Exactly.
It's gonna happen.
So, all right. Well, remember,
Okay. Should we all...
you can't have any pudding unless you eat your
Don't
meat.
eat your meat.
Oh!
How can you know that they have that on the overpass coming down 35?
Oh, really?
Oh, they
Town?
do?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I
That's
Around
great.
the Whole Foods.
That's
look
so
out for that.
funny. I'm gonna check it out. Oh, so look at my new mug. Thanks to my friend Jeff
We
in
love
Florida.
these mugs.
My old mugs, some of them got broken,
Check out
so
our
he made
Facebook
me
page.
some new ones.
We got a
Yes.
selfie. We got our
So
selfie
I'll
with the
put
mugs.
all your links up for all your stuff, so
Ching,
everybody can check out everything. So
So they
thanks
can
for
see
coming
the picture with the
on
mugs.
live from Dennis's house. See you guys next week.
Thank you, Dennis.
Drum-
Strumberry
Dennis.
Pie, Pink
Thank you.
Floyd.
Rock on.
Thank you.